Land pollution is defined as the destruction or the misuse of land resources, either physically, like littering our lands, or chemically, like radiation. However, before we can help solve this problem, we have to understand how the pollution is caused. When we understand how this happens, we can fix the problem. Let us first talk about physical pollution, like littering. Littering is the number one cause of land pollution, in my opinion. It is the biggest problem and the most destructive. Even something so simple like a plastic straw that you get at a fast food restaurant can cause serious harm to animals, both land and sea. A study was done back in 2013 by Google stated that 50% of people don't properly dispose of their cigarette butts, and that another 75% of people admit that they litter or do not dispose of their garbage properly. Another problem with littering is that how we dispose of it. We dispose of our garbage by a process called landfall. Landfall is described as burying or putting all the garbage in one big pit. This affects not only the wildlife, but also destroys our soil, and by putting non-biodegradable items into our land. We also dispose it by burning, which pollutes our air, however, we do try to recycle it and get as much reusable items out of it as we can. Americans generate trash at an alarming rate by 4.6 pounds per person. That ends up to million pounds of trash per year. If we all start using more reusable items and start making more eco-friendly products, I guarantee this number will drop. Another way we destroy our land is by putting harmful chemicals into our soil, like pesticides and chemical waste and radiation. People will actually dump toxic waste illegally just to make a little bit of money, with no regards with the long-term effect or short-term effect. When they dump the product illegally, it will affect the farming soil, and this will cause all vegetation to die. But in some cases, there are accidents, like when barrels of chemical will spill by truck drivers, or truck drivers will get into an accident and spill all the chemicals. However, accidents do happen. Unfortunately, accidents do happen, but there are steps we can to prevent this, like making drivers take a safety course class once a month and have the inspectors of the companies inspect the containers more thoroughly. We also put pesticides in our farming soil that will affect produce that we grow and sell. This will make people get really sick or cause cancer. With all the waste that the human race is putting into our land, you would think that we take better care of our earth. But a while back I saw a documentary on the Discovery Channel that showed that if all humans disappear from the earth, it'll take thousands upon hundreds of thousands of years for the earth to redo what we have done, to repair the damage that we have done. The earth can live without us, but we can't live without the earth, so you would think that we would take better care of it. One reason why we don't take better care of the earth is simple. We're lazy. We're lazy that we don't want to put in the effort to help save the earth. However, there are groups out there that will do their part, like the FFA in my hometown. Every year, the FFA in my hometown will adopt a highway and clean the side of the road and clean it for about 5 miles. This may not seem like a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, but they are still trying to help. I believe if we all pitch into our part, that will help a lot. All the little things will add up. In conclusion, we have to start taking better care of our planet. It's the only planet that we have. If we start with all the stuff that we have done, like burning fossil fuels, the BP oil spill, and just littering, we will still have a planet, and sooner we start helping the planet, the sooner we'll have a better tomorrow. Thank you very much. It was shit.
I'm gonna do mine.
Okay. I still heard a lot. I made up. I didn't go back. I guessed it. Like I lost.
Hey, you want second or third?
Yeah. Like I lost place like a lot, so I just thought like I'll just.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I want one of them. Hold up.
Oh, it's still going.
Stop it.